Well, good morning. It is a beautiful day after Halloween here in Ione. I'm kidding. It's been raining most of the day and it's pretty wet. So I'm not quite sure why people would want to go on a ride today, but we're going to do it anyways. We've got a whole bunch of our normal crew plus a couple of new people that are going to go ride. We had a fun Halloween last night. I'll see if I can put a little clip. A friend of mine does sort of a haunted house setup here in Ione that's pretty cool. We always come down and try and help support them and set up, tear down and everything. So today we're probably gonna do, I think it's about a 70-mile ride. We're gonna go up and do the Lost Lake Loop. I've been told that they logged a bunch of it, so it'll be interesting to see what the roads are like. I heard it's like a freeway, it's real nice, which doesn't sound too fun. Then we're gonna head up over to kind of the Beaver Lodge area and come back Thomas Mountain and head back to Ione. So having some fun on the way here last week. Unfortunately, one of the enclosure doors on the driver's side whipped off and I think it messed up some of the zippers. So I'm having a little bit of a struggle keeping the zippers on. It keeps wanting to pull apart. And I found some oil underneath the Turbo S this morning when I was pulling it out. It's been sitting for about a week. I changed all the fluids last Sunday, about 8 days ago. And I think either the crush washer didn't get on right or the oil filter. So I got some extra oil. The gas station here in Ione has a whole AMSOIL set up. So I grabbed a couple quarts of AMSOIL. So we'll have to figure out how to put that on since the fill's underneath that box, which isn't fun to take off, but you know, it's always an adventure. So let's get everybody together, get on the road and go have some fun.
What you will be doing is following me through. You may see some of my sisters along the way, or maybe some dead boyfriends. You know those boyfriends, you can never shake them and say, get out of here. Pretty soon they're a zombie following me around town, am I right? Am I right? Let's go.
That dog's got some serious chain. You got the truck with the skeleton in it. That's pretty sweet. So most of these are, I think they're called animatronics. And I don't know how to get some of them to go, but they're all motion. Look at that spider. Man, if you're afraid of spiders, that one might get you. Come up through the porch. Of course, you like being chased by broomsticks. You got that. I think there's other things running around here as well. Okay, that's real creepy. There's some more things that chase you around there. And all of these along this wall. Chucky's over there. Is that the bride of Chucky? So then once done, you come out here and you can enjoy the warm fire. And you got some tour guides that are going to take you through here. These are the sisters. bunch of logging in this area, and this used to be a pretty good road. Not necessarily like quality, but lots of Kelly humps and some washouts and stuff that you could have some challenges on. And since they logged all this, they've smoothed it out, and now it's just like a really nice highway. The section right here is where Alan used to love to wheel over on the left. It used to be like a 4 or 5 foot ditch, but now it's barely anything. Probably not gonna get stuck in that anymore. We've also got the Starlink with us again today. Starlink now has what's called their low data mode or standby mode. That is a low data mode, and you get about half a megabit. So I just throw it up in the dash for now. I need to figure out a better mount. The last time we had it, we had unlimited data. You know, we were getting like 20 megabit, but now it's getting a nice solid 5 megabit or half a megabit. So that's great for allowing our people to contact us or the tracking stuff and such, so people can see where we're at. Just sitting right up there. That's plenty. All right, so we made it to Lost Lake. So far, it's been a pretty easy ride. They're doing a bunch of logging through here, and the roads are just nice and smooth. I think I showed some a little bit. So we're doing a quick stop here, check the oil on the Turbo S. It seems to be right at the top of where it's supposed to be. So I don't know if I just spilt some oil and that was the residual or what. So we're gonna continue on this, go over, do the little loop just past Lunch Creek, then we'll come back on the other side and then head over to Smackout Pass. we're stopped here at one of our favorite spots. This is the Big Meadow sort of overlook. The colors are definitely cool. You can see all the fall colors in the trees up there. So we're gonna go just past Big Meadow Lake. We'll go up and over this, and then we're gonna drop down into Beaver Lodge. Starting to see a little bit of snow on this side of the road here. This is one of the highest passes that we're gonna come through today. Usually this is where we can find snow in the early spring or late fall. Hairpin turn, and this dumps you, so this stays, I'm pretty sure this stays 70, 18, 200, and this is going to drop us down to pretty much to Beaver Lodge. So if we look at the map, here's Big Meadow Lake, and we took that left just after it. You stay there. When you come down to this Y, you stay to the right, and then you take this hairpin left, and that should eventually dump us into the road that goes down to Beaver Lodge. So then you'll hit a intersection back there, and you're basically gonna go straight through it. So there's a couple roads. I'll see if I can put a list of the roads. This is a really good ride. This is one of my favorite ways to get over to Beaver Lodge for my own. But there is a few more turns that I didn't realize. Well, these are some of the things you got to be really careful for. I came through there and it caught there, and let's see how far it went in. It doesn't look like it actually went into the cab, but definitely went into my, definitely went into there. Huh, it was a good catch. Yeah, it was off that tree right there. Well, it wouldn't be an adventure without an adventure. So one of the things that happens is we've been going through a lot of rock and stuff, and you know, it's possible you got a rock, a stick, or like I did earlier. Man, I almost caught something. So good thing Jimmy's prepared. We're gonna get this changed real quick and get back on the road. All right, well, we made it over to Beaver Lodge. Just a quick stop here. This isn't a long enough ride that we would need fuel, but they actually don't have fuel right now. We were just talking to one of the owners in there. They are open 7 days a week, which is cool. So anytime you want to come out, come check out Beaver Lodge, but they don't have fuel right now. So make sure you pack fuel or plan accordingly. So this is a really cool place. They've actually got a full restaurant, a bar, and the back deck is really cool with the lake behind it and everything. So from here, we're going to shoot back up past the LPO. We're gonna take Thomas Pass over. We'll take one more over back to Smackout Pass and then head back to Ione. Well, all right, we're at the last stop of the day. This is one of my places I like to stop. It's got a really cool view of the valley here. The Pend Oreille River is right down there. You can barely get a little glimpse of it. We were at Big Meadow Lake, which is up over this. Ione is over there, and Cusick and such is over there. So Fred put a diesel heater in the back of his rig and then plumbed it through the back, and it's like 110 degrees in there. It's so warm. A couple mounts. we stopped here at the sand dunes. It's kind of just a fun little place. This is more or less a single track area, but it's still pretty fun to ride with your side-by-sides. So this is Smack Out Pass Road, and when you're coming up it out of Ione, when you go under the power lines, that's where this is. There's a little bit there and a whole bunch here. These are the hills that we were just coming up. They're from looking down, the right ones are the steepest and the left ones are the easier ones to come up. So, you know, start on those and play some. Just be careful because some of these are really steep over here. Well, we're back at the parking lot here. That was actually a pretty good ride. It ended up being about 73 miles. Had one flat tire, but other than that, no major issues. So it's actually a pretty good ride and the weather held out. So I want to thank everybody who came out to ride with us. There's a couple new people, several people that normally ride with us. So they're all getting loaded up. We're staying here tonight and we might even do a night ride. So we'll see if we do that. Hope you enjoyed this video. We try to bring you information and tidbits about riding in all the areas that we ride in. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.